Hi, I'm Fire Chief John Williams. I just want to go over some things to think about when being around a farm and on a farm. You always want to be visibly seen and not hide and not run and play around the equipment. The equipment is large, and if somebody's operating equipment, a lot of times they can't see you. And don't play around the equipment, under the equipment. There's a lot of moving parts that can get you hurt. Nobody wants anybody hurt, and always letting somebody know where you're at.
What are some common equipment that people end up getting hurt on a farm?
A lot of times it's people falling, climbing on stuff that they shouldn't be climbing on. A lot of this equipment is very tall and large, and there's a lot of risk of falling off the equipment and not climbing on stuff that shouldn't be climbed on. Another thing is just getting ran over. People not knowing where other people's at, and if I can't see you, then I don't move a piece of equipment if I know you're around. I have to be able to see you before I move a tractor or a semi. A lot of our equipment have just gotten a lot bigger over the years, and it's not as easy to maneuver. So we always have to worry about running over somebody.
So, part of the issue we have is we have folks here that are well trained from the fire departments, ambulances, dispatchers, and all of these people behind us that are responsible for dealing with emergencies on the farm. Fires, spills, accidents, those kinds of things, and they're relatively common, and we know that because we have fire departments, ambulances, and sheriffs and dispatchers. And so part of the issue that we want to make sure on the farm is if we ever have a problem, that the men and women that respond to our problem, when they get there, they know what's on site, which is what we were trying to do today, was to draw just a very simple location map which shows buildings and where the fuel is at, where the chemicals at, anhydrous ammonia, buildings, electric lines. And the idea was that a fire department armed with this simple map could come to the site of the farm where they've been called to because of whatever accident, spill, or fire, and they could respond in a much quicker and safer manner. And so remember that these folks here have to protect themselves, and then they're also asked to protect us and the property on the farm, and that requires some communication.
And so for the kids, if the kids happen to be around and someone, let's say the responsible adult would get hurt, what should the kids do at that point?
Well, always remember dial 911. That is the lifeline to get emergency responders to there so we can get them help. Stay on the phone with the dispatcher and give them all the information that they asked for. Always know your address. And even if you don't know the address of where you're at, the dispatcher a lot of time can figure out where you're at just by GPS.